read. But Akita, the Japanese Akita, aka Japanese fighting dog Akita. That's the title of it. Akitas for me, it's still hard for me to read because the eyes are set. The tail doesn't really wax too much. It stays curled. The hackles.
And they're big.
Say it again. They're
big.
You know what I'm saying?
No, thank you. They're fucking big. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
No. This is don't fuck up the crime scene. You can't curse all day. But no, seriously. When I have to pick one up, I'm like this. You okay? And they look at you like this. They cock their head like this. Am I? Am I?
No.
And you like, you know what I'm saying? Am I?
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? You feel like Clint Eastwood. Do you feel lucky? Well, do you punk? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. And for all of y'all listening, Clint Eastwood, is this great actor and director back in the 70s. I know. I'm going here, okay? There's a few keynotes we're talking about. Dude, when the dog looks at you like this in that challenging mode, like, yeah, what you supposed to do with that?
Yeah, what are you doing? What we doing right now?
And I'm like, after you try to baby talk him, hey, you okay? What the boo?
Throwing treats bouncing off their head. They don't give a shit.
And they look at you like this. They look at you like, the fuck is bummed? What the? You know what I'm saying? I'm like this. Okay, right. You gonna give me that DMX? You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to DMX, because I know I'll get people talking about DMX. Okay, but you know. The other dog, one of my least favorite, but I don't have to really look at him too much, Chow Chow. And it's called...
No, I love a Chow Chow.
What?
You want to know why? Oh. I know what a Chow Chow is going to be every single time. Yes. I love it. Yes. Give me a Chow Chow. I know, just like a Shar-Pei. Give them to me, because I don't have to question it. They're all going to be assholes. Every single one of them. I know it. I know to come prepared, right? The dogs that trip me up are the ones that I can't read, like Akita is.
Yeah.
Or like a rogue husky, because everybody loves a husky. They're awful. Terrible.
I'm trying to get this YouTuber, and he's from Britain. I'm trying to get him.
Those are the dogs that chew you up like this, like an alligator. They don't stop. They just keep going.
So what she's describing is when you have multiple or rapid bites. Okay, it's not a shake and hold. It's like an alligator. The thing is,
100 at once.
You know what I'm saying? And the whole time they're looking at you like this, and then they're staring you down like, you like this motherfucker, right? And
with their tails wagging.
The whole. Do not get me on tail wagging. This is not behavior class. Do not fucking get me on this tail wagging shit, okay?
So,
go ahead.
Huskies and Rottweilers. I love a good Rottweiler.
Okay. I used to have one.
But if that ass isn't jiggling, I'm not talking to him like that. We're not playing games.
When the nub, right? And some rots have tails, you know. But if the nub is like want to go up and flag, it's a stick. I'm like, okay. And look at you like...
That's a big dog. That's a big dog. And they're heavy. And they make themselves heavier because nobody picks them up. So once you go to pick them up, and that's why everybody gets bit in the face by a Rottweiler, they go to pick up this heavy fucking dog.
Swing around.
And done.
You know, and like... Okay, when I was FTOing, I'm a big believer in a muzzle wrap if possible. Right, muzzle wrap them and lift them up, or some type of way to lift them up. Put a towel over their head like that, because that redirect to come back with that reach around. You know what I'm saying? It's real. And again, I got my homie Roxanne on Polovich. She's up there from Redford, up in Michigan. She's blessed me sometimes like that. We hollering, and the topic was again: is there such thing as a bad dog? Now, my thing is this: should you RTO this dog? Say this dog, and I'm being real.
I'm going to be honest with you, and I know you've seen this video. Anytime I think of a just all-around bad dog, there is this dog that attacks a male person in Detroit.
Yep.
And people who are listening, look it up. It will change your mind about everything. And when I say watch it from first to last 3 times. Mm-hmm. In this video, you'll see this dog actively attacking this mailman, right? Mm-hmm. We're not going to go in on how he didn't do the right things, right? Mm-hmm. Don't be a victim. We know that. Yep. But you'll see this dog go after every single person. And the people of Detroit really rallied. I mean, I'm surprised nobody shot the dog, but they didn't. But they really rallied to help this man to the point where they were hitting this dog in the head with a wrench.
I saw it. I got the photo. He's like this.
Yep. He took at least 10 blows to the head, and he finally lets go, and he's stumbling. Here comes the owner, right? And the dog goes after the owner. And I think that dogs, after a certain amount of hyperactivity of being aggressive, it clicks and they stay that way. Once a dog turns, they're turned for life. There is no coming back to cuddling on the couch, right? After an attack like that, there's no coming back. And that's what I think about when I think about a truly bad dog, is that video.
We talk about and we show it. I think it's the best video for a new training officer, aka Benjamin, the one that happened way out in California. It is still relevant on what happens when you have bad training, and when you do one of the freeze, the flight, or the fear. Okay, the dog's coming at you. What you going to do? You going to fight? You going to fight? You're going to freeze, or you're going to run. Okay, what are you going to do? And that video I'm talking about, aka Benjamin video, because I always label myself as Benjamin. When she says Benjamin's coming out now, if you don't want to get bit, you need to get out of here. That was a direct threat. And for you guys who do not know who Benjamin is, you can YouTube, Google Benjamin Pitbull. It will fucking populate. Okay.
If you are in the job long enough, you'll get a Benjamin. I had one. My Benjamin was in a little park, trailer park, and had bit 6 people, right? Ordered out of the township or euthanized. Mm-hmm. They finished their probation. Guess what? Benjamin came back, right? Because probation's done. And guess what he did? He bit another dog.
No comment.
So I get a court order to remove the dog. The owner was so scared of lifting this dog up that he was going to attack her that I had to have the owner tie it to a pole so I could snare the dog and put it in my truck. But yeah, you get a Benjamin when you work long enough.
And for all you guys out there, we're not talking about a specific type of breed. This can be any animal. Because, the one, and I'm going to get the haters here. Y'all can send them. Y'all can whatever like that. And I'm okay with it. Because, it's me. Damnations. Y'all call them Dalmatians, but damnations, fuck out of here. Okay? 101 portrays them as these lovable like that. Cruella. Did you ever see the movie Cruella?
Yeah.
I love the movie. Emma Stone killed it. Should have been an Oscar for Emma, because she was the worst person on earth. But she used those dogs how they're supposed to be used. Guard dogs. Attack dogs. Okay? And a lot of people like this. What? Dalmatians? I'm like, those motherfuckers will eat your ass up. Okay? They will.
Honestly,
come on.
They're not prominent where I work. Mm-hmm. So I've had one. Actually, I've had 2. One was terrible. Obviously, he was fighting tooth and nail. Mm-hmm. Ran all over the township. And the one was a puppy that was trying to bite me. And when I say puppy, it was like, probably like 6 months old, but big enough to bite.
So I've met maybe 2 or 3 damnations, aka Dalmatians. It was a liver and white one. And then you had a black and white one, or white and black, or white and liver. They come in those 2 colors. And remember, Dalmatians, when they come out when they're born, they're pure white. They get spots later. And 66% of all Dalmatians are deaf. That's why they need a hearing test. And a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes you get these dogs at Christmas or holidays like that, and the dog's deaf, and you're abusing the dog because they won't listen to you. Motherfucker can't hear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was like this. What? Sit. The fuck? What? He feels the vibrations, and you smack his ass, and he's like and he goes into what the fuck are you doing, right? So when he bites you, he's like this. Bro, I can't hear you, man. Sign language, bitch. Help me. But, and again, this is an educated consumer. I was just talking to Dan for like an hour yesterday, easy hour, about educating the populace. A responsible pet owner is a good pet owner, but it's an educated pet owner. I believe in what? Mandatory responsible ownership classes. Mandatory. On life like that, because, you want to get the dog, but at the same time, you want to educate about caring for the animal. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like this. Oh, because the pandemic, everybody had time off. Everybody said, let's get a dog. You had time. But now you got to go back to work, and the animal has separation anxiety. Animal's tripping. You know what I'm saying?
I was busier in the Hold on one second.
No problem.
I was busier during the pandemic than ever. Hi. I was busier during the pandemic than I had ever been.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everybody was home. Everybody was calling on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs were biting everyone. You know, they were getting out because
they're home.
Had more.
They had more time. They're home.
Money, and they were getting more dogs. But now we're seeing the decline of that because I'm getting more and more abandoned dogs, more and more aggressive dogs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So the other question is, because we have some time left, what do you do about the aggressive dogs that really should not be returned? Say the dog got out first time, and it killed, I don't know, 4 or 5 cats in the neighborhood, and then okay, what do you do? Matter of fact, we're talking. What do you do about dogs that chase cats and kill cats?
So I don't have a cat ordinance in Redford town, and where I work. So it's like people always say, like, "Oh my gosh, my dog, my neighbor's dog killed a feral cat." Okay, he's at his house. I don't know what you mean. Like, and that's also like people don't understand is that's dogs. I mean, especially breed specific, right? You got to think of huskies. They're high prey. You know what I mean? Their prey drive is insane. German Shepherds, insane. So you have to take all of that in factor. I once had a pit, like a big old junkyard pit at large, and he wasn't aggressive. He was just like didn't want to get caught, right? Evasive and kind of being a turd because he didn't want to get caught. And he found like a dead cat on the side of the road and like picked it up and was shaking it. I had everybody called 911. Oh my God, this dog's carrying a dead cat in his mouth. Hide your children. No, he's just a gross ass dog. You know what I mean? He's just being a dog.
You know things like this. So if y'all guys don't know, again, just don't fuck up the crime scene. And again, I have the honor of having my girl Roxanne Polovich on come on for episode 51. Terriers is the largest breed of them all because they come in different sizes and shapes like that. Everybody, terriers like that. You have Karen terriers. You have Jack Russell, rat terriers.
Yeah, exactly. Everything.
Now, I love that you said rat terriers. Almost all terriers are ratters. I mean, they chase smaller things. Okay,
Which means high prey drive.
And they like this, and that's what they were genetically bred to do. Okay, rid the house of rats. Okay, so they go over here and they drive is like, gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Like my dog, I had a Rottweiler. He could see anything in the yard. He sees squirrel. I don't know what was about squirrels. Okay, now if you come to the house unannounced. And you go in the backyard. I don't know why you would go in the backyard because I had 3 fences. I had a privacy fence, I had an invisible fence, and I had a shock fence, and I had a kennel. My dog could not get out. But if you jump the fence, my dog knew it was like, oh, it's go time. Okay.
What's up? Because it's his house. Exactly. I like worry all the time because, I work for the police department. So every time I hear that they're chasing someone and they're like, they're in that backyard or, he's hopping fences, I'm like, oh, Lord, please don't bite my popo. Please don't bite my popo. Someone, please don't get bit. You can bite the bad guy, just don't bite my guys, please. Every time.
Like up here, I haven't had that, for the most part, opportunity to train the law enforcement up here. And, as a trainer, that's all I do. That's all I think about. That's what we do. Okay. And you being an extension of the police force and under the police force, your family, like you said,
right.
You don't want to see nothing happen to your peeps. And with where I am now, I'm like this. All I want is an opportunity like this. Okay. Let me show you how to do this. So I'm working on something in North Carolina where I can go down there for a day and do a small class like we did up in Michigan, smaller. And then I'm working on a few more classes going out and, surveying the land. But the police, some of them are scared of dogs, some of them not. But my thing is, what do you do when you encounter one and how do you go about it? And all I want to do is teach them, okay, read the animal before you discharge a firearm. Read it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because my guys are honestly, I know I'm like partial, right? Because they're mine, but they're the greatest, right? When in doubt, call Roxanne. Beep, 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 beep. It'll be 2 a.m. They'll just call me. I don't know what to do. What do I do? They're so great.
But that's a good thing. That's a good thing. They trust you. They trust you. They know you, and they know you got their best interest at heart.
and they know that they can call me anytime, and I'm gonna answer. I might be a little mad, but I'm gonna answer. And like my mom and Carrie just did training for their officers, which
Right.
was great because they did not have that relationship with them.